Hi guys, this is Rals from Inside Jungle channel. If you watch my previous YouTube videos, then you already know my Jasmine, my Madagascar Jasmine. Today you are not in my balcony, today you are in my living room. Why? Because I'm trying to offer you a better audio and video experience. I'm trying to improve the light so you can see better my plants and what I'm doing with them. The purpose of my channel is for you to learn with me and from me and together with me about how to best take care of our indoor plants. I love plants. Probably if you're watching this video, you love them also. And it's very hard to grow exotic plants indoors, especially in a temperate climate. Now, why I want to feature again my jasmine in another video? Because I had some success with it. I had some success with propagating it through cutting. This is my very first cutting. I hope you guys can see it. This is my second cutting. This one it's not doing anything. It's not dying, it's not growing. This is maybe approximately 1 month, maybe 1 month and a half in the potting mix. I cannot see any root system formed yet. Probably you cannot see also. But I have to be patient. Guys, if you're trying to propagate your Madagascar jasmine through cutting, you have to be very patient. From 4 months old to approximately 2 months, this jasmine, just this cutting, did not do absolutely anything. It was not growing, not showing any signs that is doing good, that is doing bad, nothing at all. So please be patient, very patient. Now, why I'm featuring again this very particular plant? Because it's growing like no tomorrow. It's very tall. I'm gonna put a picture of the full plant after the video. It's growing like no tomorrow. I also have a fruit on it. The fruit is 5 months old by now, and approximately in 2 months I should be able to see some browning of the fruit, and that will be ready. That will be ready for me cutting it. And I'm very excited because I want to try propagating this jasmine through seeds as well. Seeds from this pod, which I'm gonna, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can see it. It's right here. But I'm gonna take a close-up picture later on. Now, this plant, this particular plant, is exactly 1 year old. I have received it from my mother last year for my birthday, and it's tall and it's growing. It has like I think 2 or 3 stems. You cannot see it. It's very tall, and I do need to cut it. I need to trim it back because the new shoots that are growing, they will be the main ones. They will develop into stronger vines and will remain the main ones. I cannot take it taller than this because it is growing in a pot. I do not have an outside garden where I can take it over the summer, so I need to trim it down. As I said, this is my first successful cutting, and I'm working on my second one. This one is doing nothing like this one did. It actually did nothing out of 4 months, maybe 2 months, and I just have to be patient. Right now it's growing, it's giving me new leaves, new and newer leaves, and she likes it here with me, and I'm also keeping it close to its to its mother pot. Okay, now this one, guys, as you can see, the leaves are not oriented too well, but they are not yellowing, and I'm keeping them in the windowsill as close to a light source as I can, and I'll just give it a few more months, and I know that it's gonna do well exactly like the very first one. Now I have 4 cuttings from maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I want to try to pot these 4 cuttings in 4 different ways. Actually, it's still a soil potting, nothing major, but I'm gonna do different things with each one of them. Now, what will I need for my experiment today with these 4 cuttings? Honey, cinnamon powder, water, and a tool, sharp knife. This is a very old knife, but it's still sharp, so watch out when you're playing with sharp knives. Okay, so what I already did, I prepared the 4 pots. I prepared them with peat, perlite, and a little bit of sand. So I already have this mix. I just put it in these plastic cups, white plastic cups. They are semi-transparent, and you can see the humidity inside. You can monitor it very easily, and that will help you together with the finger method, like dipping your finger and see how wet the soil it is. It will help you to proper water your plants, and it will keep your seedlings or cuttings, they're gonna keep them safe. So what I have here 4 pots. Can you see the 4 pots? I did not find my marker, my permanent marker, so I had to use the pen. I wrote on this one honey, on this one cut. You're gonna see in a moment what I mean by that. On this one, nothing at all. And on this one, cinnamon. You have guessed what I'm gonna do with each one of my my cuttings. I'm gonna take them out from the water, and I am gonna dip one in cinnamon. Can you see? I feel like an alchemist with all these tools over here and little pots. It's quite cool. Now, why cinnamon and why honey? They are natural substitutes for the hormone powder. I've never used a hormone powder. It's actually a growing or a rooting powder. You can find it like that as well. I've never used one. I never purchased one. I've never seen one in my garden center, but I didn't even ask for it. I try to use natural methods as often as I can. So cinnamon would also prevent infestation with anything basically, and I'm gonna try to monitor this as closely, these 4 pots as closely as I can, and I'm gonna try to document this process. And in a few months from now, I'm gonna make another video letting you know which one is the most successful propagation method, at least for me, during this experiment. So where is my cinnamon? Okay, this is my cinnamon. I'm just gonna dip it in. Because it has a very short stem, nothing is gonna be left outside. The soil is already wet. I pre-wetted the soil so I could pat it down. And this is ready. The next one will be, let's try the nothing at all. I have here 2 cuttings. I kept them together like this with a little bit of iron because they were always coming out of the water and I wanted them to stay in, obviously. Nothing jar. Okay. Dip them in. This one has a longer stem. I dip half of the stem into the water, into the soil, sorry. And it's ready. And it's marked nothing. So I didn't do anything special. I just dipped it in wet soil. I'll put it right here. Let's do the honey. I have here a little jar. This jar actually traveled to Romania from far away. It's from Chicago, and it had orange marmalade in it. And my husband, like 2 years ago or almost, asked me like, why do you carry this in Romania with you? You'll find jars there. No, I need it. It's a small jar. I will not find this small jar so easily. I need it. And now 2 years later, now he has the reason for me carrying the jar. Let's try the other cutting with a very short stem. I'm gonna dip it in honey. and then I'm gonna dip it in soil. And one more to go. Let's cover the lid. I don't want to lose the honey or the cinnamon. Don't worry, they're not going back to the kitchen. And now the cuts. What I'm gonna do now, and this is where the sharp knife comes into place, I'm gonna take and make little incisions like a surgeon would if he wants to go under your skin. And I'm gonna make little incisions in order to try to force the stem to give roots faster. And now the cut itself. Please be careful when you are doing this at home, okay? Please be extra careful when you're using sharp knives. I'll make 1 millimeter actually. I was about to say a couple, but no, it's 1 millimeter cut. 5 or 6 of them along the stem. And if I haven't showed you or talked in my previous video about the secret weapon of a gardener, ta-da! The toilet paper. Why I need a toilet paper when you are cutting, pruning Madagascar Jasmine? Because it does release a substance from its stem, and although you should let it dry out and form a callus, if you don't want to wait, it's better to wipe it off. So that's what I'm doing. I'm wiping the substance coming from all these little incisions I have made. And I'm not gonna put cinnamon or anything on it. Hopefully it's not gonna get infected. This is it, it's clean, a clean stem now. And I'm just going to dip it half of the stem, half of the length of the stem. I'm gonna dip it in the already damp soil. And here you have it, my final cutting, the fourth and final cutting. And you have here 4 cuttings. All 4 of them, they were put into the soil in a slightly different way. And this is where you have it. Now, what else I did? I've already cut a longer vine from the mother plant. And why I did that? Because it's getting longer and longer, as I said. It has some younger vines that are growing, and they keep on going up or down wherever they find space and something to climb to. And I cannot have it so long. So the older vine, the one that I have it on top over here, I cut it. It was actually like this. I already cut it, I already wiped the white substance. What I'm gonna do with this, exactly what I did with these 4, I will put them in the water. Now what I did with this particular one, here I had a leaf. I hope you can see it. This is a leaf node. I cut the leaf. I'm gonna wait actually 5 or 6 hours with these 2 cuttings before they do dry completely, and then I'm gonna place them into the water. This is a regular one, like this 4 over here. This one is gonna go into the water with the water on top of this leaf node. And this is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this method of propagating a Madagascar Jasmine through cuttings. In a few months from now, I'm gonna make an update. I'm very curious which is gonna be most successful way to propagate it through cutting, and I'm gonna monitor them closely, and I'm gonna let you know. Also, I'm gonna post updates on my Sail Away with Rals Facebook page. If you wanna check the pictures over there until the new video will be released, I'll be happy to get in touch with you over there. And also, if you're interested, I can send to you, if you provide me an email address, I can send to you a little cheat sheet. I have it in a PDF file of how to take care of Madagascar Jasmine. In case I forget something or forget the watering cycle or what I'm supposed to do with my plants, I write it quickly on a Word file and then I transform it into a PDF, and I don't have to read or reread again lengthy blogs. So that's my cheat sheet in terms of plants. And while I was shooting this video and talking to you guys, guess what I've noticed? My Madagascar jasmine is going to bloom. It's gonna take probably 3 weeks from now, but I see here a little note that is different from the emerging new vine. So that's gonna be an emerging new flower, and I'm so excited. I will post a picture on Instagram and also on Facebook once my first flower is gonna come out. So wish me luck. I hope the flowers will stay long in the summer when it blossomed for the second time while in my hair. It didn't keep the flowers too long, but I guess it was because it was already fruiting and all the energy went into the fruit I have right here. So I'll keep you posted both with the fruit, with these cuttings, with flowers. Thanks so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you have a Madagascar jasmine into your home or any other type of jasmine. Please leave it in the comments below. Share a picture with me, share your plant stories with me, and please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and hit the bell button. In this way I will know that you're watching, and I will know that these videos are actually useful to you, because it's my ultimate goal to learn with you and to share what I've learned. So I'm offering it to you. So thanks again for watching. Happy planting, happy jasmining, and share your stories with me in the comments below. Thank you so much. Bye bye.